So here's the Aqua interface. Click, bang, we're moving along here. Gaussian blur, bang, speed, emboss, done. So we're building up this layer by layer. Let's back off on this image and see what we got going here. We need our text, again, to an Apple script. Let's bring in some Illustrator text. Apple script's going to go over to Illustrator. Select this text, copy it, bring it back in. This isn't just normal text, this is a complex path, which is really cool. Bring it in, add a style to this. As you can see here, it's a classic case where you can see the OS X interface in action here. Let's move forward here. Last thing we might need here is to bring in some text, some editable text directly into this graphics. Let's zoom this up a bit so we can see what's going on. And let's bring in some text. I'm going to click over here, load in some text. Oh my goodness, can you see that? Somebody's been goofing around with this. Wouldn't it be nice to spell check a document in Photoshop? Oh, spell checking. Remember, keep this in. Spell checking, change all, bingo. So, there you have it, Shantanu.
Thanks, Russell. Earlier today, also, the engineers told us that InDesign 2.0 is release candidate. We're just baking it, and we'll be shipping it soon to every one of you. 10.1 is here. Adobe is here with our best-of-breed applications. And given the content that you saw, Steve, I think we're the poster child of applications for OS X. Thank you.
Thank you, Shantanu. So just like we had a countdown to Macworld, we're going to start a countdown to when Photoshop ships. Okay, next up, Palm. All of us that have Palms really want to sync them to Mac OS X. It's my pleasure to introduce Tom Bradley, Chief Operating Officer of Palm, to show us how. Thank you, Tom. All yours.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Steve. It's great to be here this morning. Mac is a really important platform for Palm, and you are some of our best customers. And as we looked at OS X and looked at what you demanded from a user experience, we looked at how do we make this as simple as we can. Because that's where Palm and Apple both excel. We know that the user experience has to be intuitively easy to use. So we spent some time this last year looking at how do we make our products more Mac savvy. And we've done a couple of things. First, we've heard all of you. And we now include, with every Palm branded handheld we ship, USB cradles. We have bonus software. Thanks. We have bonus software for Macs. And every version we have now ships in German, Japanese, Italian, French, and Spanish. But rather than me just talk about this, I'm going to have Ken Freeman, product manager for the Palm desktop software, help show you how we've included OS X to make the user experience really simple. We've done a couple of things. First, we know that the Instant Palm desktop is what you really want. And we've made it very intuitive and very innovative to click and hold on that desktop. Up pops a menu where you can easily look at your to-do list, see your calendar, find your contacts, or create a new item if you want. We've also looked at applications around how we make drag and drop much easier to use as it relates to vCard and vCal. You simply drag the vCard from the Palm desktop to the Mac desktop, and the information instantly pops up. Or you can take a vCard or vCal, drag the information again to the Mac desktop, and once again the information pops up. Now last and not least, one of the things I know you've thought about is how do we sync in OS X. And now you can sync within the OS 10 product. And let me show you how easy it is. All you do is take the Palm handheld, place it in the cradle, hit the hot sync button, and your information will instantly sync on the product. By the way, you can now download the public beta files of Palm Desktop 4.0 at www.palm.com/Macintosh. So Steve, thanks for the opportunity to speak to everybody. I know you're going to have a great show.
Thanks. Okay. Now, one of our own, I'm pleased to introduce Mike Evangelist, the Director of Product Marketing at Apple, to tell us about Final Cut Pro 3 running on Mac OS X. Mike?
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everybody. We having a good time yet? All right. I am really excited to be here to spend the next few minutes telling you about the great new features of Final Cut Pro 3.0 for Mac OS X. It's got the editing world really excited because for the first time we've been able to leverage the power of the G4 and its Velocity engine and Mac OS X and QuickTime and actually add real-time effects, real-time titles, and real-time color correction all in software. No additional hardware required. And I want to show you how that works now. I'm using some great footage from ESPN from a program called The Life. Let me just show you a little bit of that first.
Hey, this is David Justice. I'm David Robinson. Hi, I'm Sammy Sosa. My name's Aaron Brooks, quarterback of the New Orleans Saints.
So this is a program edited entirely in Final Cut Pro, and the people at ESPN are especially excited about the real-time